Commercial real estate suffering the knockout blow as malls all across America are going down for the count. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Hope you're doing great. Buckle up, strap in, hold on your hats and your glasses as we blow the lid off another hot topic. We got an issue out there, don't we? Whew. The black swans, the stuff that the industry doesn't want to tell you about. Well, because of the housing market, the lack of supply, it'll keep demand high and there's no crash risk here. Oh, really? The economy is the backbone of every local economy, and our backbone is being compromised. The nail in the coffin just occurred. In the last financial crisis of '08 that I had to walk through that thing, dust myself off, pick myself up, and reemerge from that bigger, badder, stronger, fitter, faster, meaner, leaner, all that stuff. I didn't see the things that I'm seeing now. That's why when I heard early on people like, this time is different, I'm like, you're right. It is different. It's worse. You can't sugarcoat this one, but until you've lived through this as a big boy with your grown-up pants and suffered some blowback, you don't understand. You just want to go finance a new Tesla and get underneath a bubble purchase. Insane. Whew. Anyway, today we're going to take a look at the health and the fitness of local economies. Malls all across America are shuttering. This is bad. We have a financial crisis knocking at the door. And throw a dart at an economic challenge map. There's so much to contend with in this go-around. I always say economically, politically, and socially, it's the three-headed monster. In '08, we had economical headwinds. We got all three going on this one. Insane. People minimizing that. No crash risk here. I would have much more respect for an industry professional. I get it. You're a commission-based salesperson. You based your cost of living on euphoric, temporary blip in the radar commissions that are now gone. You're in survival mode. We've read the stories. It's bad. Loan applications that are an all-time historical low. I mean, it's a rug pull. The ultimate rug pull. This is almost a planned crash. Insane. No, truth is usually somewhere in the middle. All we can do now is heat map and temperature check. Iron sharpens iron, so we can navigate the waters of this thing more efficiently together. And that's always been my goal, my plan. That's what will continue to be my mission in this journey with you guys. So thank you. If you're new, please subscribe. Get on board. Jump into the comments. Having a lot of fun in there. Thank you so much for everybody that gets in there and helps each other. It's really cool to see. But the realities are this. Here in America, they have malls. Typically, like we're going to visit a mall here in my town. It's just an episode of $1 Million Listing. Movie stars, the Royals, they've all walked through the malls here where we're going to go today. We're in bad shape. Usually, most malls, they have two anchor stores, right? And in the middle, all the little stores. The main mall downtown, because they shut, well, it was already in trouble prior to the crisis, courtesy of e-commerce people like Amazon. Amazon and e-commerce was already crushing the retail environment. Then here comes the crisis and shutdowns, nail in the coffin. We had a Nordstrom's and a Macy's on the two anchor stores. They're both gone. They're in trouble. And then we shut down the streets to let restaurants put tables on the sidewalk, but we've opened now, but the streets aren't. If you own one of these stores, you need as many eyeballs to see your store as possible. If you reduce it to foot traffic, you handicapped your local economy. They're just doing that. I don't know, maybe on purpose. I don't know. Somebody just can't seem to open the streets back up for whatever reason. But today we're going to look at a different mall in the city that still has one anchor store on life support. It's a Macy's. And every time I go in there, it's just ridiculous that employees are sitting around on their phones. They're not helping customers. There's no customers to help. The other anchor store has been gone for a while. Now they've put in some kind of consignment shop or some weird. And all the shops in the middle, they're not even retail stores. They're these weird kind of like, I don't know, artsy kind of or co-op workplace, like the Boy Scouts of America, Girl Scouts of America. Like they're these stores that didn't belong in a mall. That's what happens because they're probably getting free rent. The owner's like, just put people in, just place anybody in there and get me anything. It's a bad look. It gets better or worse depending on how you look at it. So today, to drive our point home, let's jump out, take a look at a local mall and how they're doing. See if there's any crash risk here or not. Then we'll meet back here and wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up and strap in. Let's take a walk around one of Southern California's local malls. And here you go. This was once a big anchor store, and now it's gone empty. And the stores all around it are suffering the blowback as this place is a virtual ghost town. The shops that are in here are absolutely empty and sucking Air, here you go. Big, fat department store pulled the plug. Now they can't get anybody to move in. They are stuck here, basically an eyesore for the city. Here you go. Apparently, some car lot with unsold cars that has overflow is using the lot to put their brand new cars in that won't sell. I'm sure the owner said, no problem, park them here. At least it looks like I have customers, which they clearly don't. And here you go, hundreds of thousands of square feet of retail empty. Here you go, an auto center, once a hustling and bustling auto center, is now dead as well. And that's a really big warning sign. Typically, an auto center should be able to stick around and be able to get business. People still need their cars, even in a recession, but not this place. It folded up. Now here it is, sitting empty, an eyesore in paradise. An absolute shocking situation. And here we go. Let's go ahead and walk down to the lower level of the mall. We might want to put that face mask on and get ready. Who knows what's around the corner here? We can see clearly we have some riffraff in the area. This is not a good look for any place in America, but especially one of your featured malls in the city. This is absolute insanity, as this place is completely falling apart at the seams and on complete life support. Here you go. Another common one you'll see in your malls is they put up these window art to make it look like there's life in these dead, empty stores. An absolute bad sign. Here you go, an empty restaurant. Even restaurants now are pulling the plug. Typically, a restaurant might be able to survive this. Not anymore. Absolute insanity. Here you go, more empty retail. A massive warning sign for the economy, as more and more stores just sucking air, going empty, can't get them leased, can't get them rented. Everything is in fact going sideways for malls all across America. And when your anchor store's in trouble, everybody's in trouble. Here you go. A big department store had to shut off part of their entrance to keep probably shoplifters from racing out the back door with their merchandise. Absolute catastrophe. Look at this big empty parking lot, other than car dwellers parking underneath the bridge in seek of a little shelter and shade. Nothing to see here. Everything, all systems go. Well, we can see clearly people moving around and about on the streets, completely unaware of what we're talking about. Nothing to see here, right? Here you go. This used to be a hustling and bustling outdoor cafe. Now it's a junkyard for the department store. An absolute disarray. It gets worse and worse and worse. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. There you go. A local mall on what? Life support. They're on life support. They need to bulldoze this mall and just put up some condos, but they can't. They can't. The city won't let them. They can't even rezone it. Now, because of the housing, everybody wants to say this is a housing crisis. There's not enough housing to go around. And so let's make it a little easier for these commercial properties to be converted to mixed use and residential. They're starting to come around a little bit. But here's the challenge. Just like the bubble buyer FOMO factories, brand new homes that popped up in the middle of nowhere, they started those projects prior to interest rate hikes. And now they're finishing them in a high interest rate environment. That's bad. So a lot of these people won't even take a chance on taking on these projects because the cost to borrow is too astronomical. Nobody's going to put their neck too far out. We have a financial crisis knocking at the door. Yet the industry itself wants to tell you, because of the lack of supply, demand will still be high. It's not. Demand's at an all-time low. Loan applications for residential housing, all-time low. The writing's on the wall. I could go on, but I won't bore you with that. I just wanted to drive our point home today because this is the realities. The economy is the backbone of the housing market. If you compromise the local economy, the housing market will follow. But because it takes a long time to execute the transaction of real estate, it's a lagging indicator. That's why it's our job always to read between the lines and look between the cracks. Be forward thinking, critical thinking, understanding the waters we're swimming in. A level-headed realist. It's better to be prepared for something, not have it happen, than have something happen and not be prepared. That's why I'll be here to blow the lid off it, whistle blow it when necessary, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video, and there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today, and I'll see you on the next video.